This is your boy Lord Thaddeus Cray, obviously. This one is going to be a pretty important one, but also it's kind of a double-edged thing if you know what I'm talking about. It's part of the Light in the Darkness series, obviously, since I'm talking with my face and all that. But this one will be a little different than stuff I put before because it's the same thing, but the benefits that it can bring or also the damage it can cause. I'm talking about natural aggression that is inside of all of us, at least with most of us men. If we have any kind of decent bit of manliness running through us, anyway. But that's just my own personal opinion on that. Me, I learned to use such things as a coping mechanism when I was a little boy. I had to. I was bullied quite a bit when I was a kid. Ironically, I'll let you in on a little secret. Hang on here. I was bullied because of my hair. That's right. I used to have thick, curly hair when I was a kid, and I was picked on relentlessly because bullies look for anything. This is how it is. And finally, I would start wearing my hair short and all that stuff. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But I finally got fed up with the bullying and I started fighting back. And people started leaving me alone for the most part. There were some idiots that just wouldn't learn. And you literally had to put the fear of God into them or damn near beat them to death to get them to leave you alone. I mean, some people are just that unhinged, especially as children. But that was only maybe once, twice, if that. Most kids got the message. And as I've gotten older, it's something that I kind of learned to carry with me. It's a presence that I have. I've intimidated people more than once. It's funny, on one of the live shows that I was on, I think it was Vault. I can't remember the guy. I want to say, I can't remember exactly who it was. They said that, my presence was a lot bigger than I really am. And that's amusing. I'm only 5'6" and weigh about 185 pounds. I'm not a big guy. I mean, I'm kind of stocky, but I'm not a big dude. Not truly. But I seem to be bigger than I really am. And it's actually saved my butt in more ways than one. It's a survival mechanism. Aggression. Most men have it, and some females I know have it. And it can actually be connected to your spirit. And it's not always a bad thing, as I said. Those situations I told you about got me out of a lot of trouble. But at the same time, it has also caused other things. This is the negative part of it. It has caused spiritual damage, my ability to really connect with people, because I'm not a trusting man, not truly. Or I should say I'm more bad about trusting the wrong people and not trusting the people I should. But that I think is something else completely, but yet it's connected. So I've learned to kind of, how can I say this the best way? I've learned to rein it in as best I can. The thing is, you also have to understand when it comes to aggression. What's the root of it? Is it for a righteous reason? Where you were basically, I'll give you an example, like with Christ and the moneylenders. He made a whip and he chased a lot of people out of that temple. He was furious. That was kind of aggressive as it got, but he didn't let the sun set on his anger. That was righteous. It was like, you turned my house into a freaking circus. You know what I'm going to do? I want to get you guys out of the circus, starting with you clowns right here. That's exactly what he did. That right there was a righteous use of aggression, or a man defending his family, protecting himself within reason, of course. I'm talking about like not going overboard, which is easy to do if you ain't careful. Excuse me. So aggression has a place, but what is so dangerous about aggression? I'll tell you what it can make it so dangerous. It can also, if you're not careful, it can erase good qualities within you. Compassion, love, empathy. These things are a necessity. You have to have these in life. Because if you don't, what do you get? Sociopathy, psychopathy. I'm not talking about psychosis, that's a total other thing. You basically get a sociopath or a psychopath, someone with narcissistic traits. We all have the third one to an extent. The narcissism, that's somewhat self worth and value can easily go overboard into ego and all that. And it's a coping mechanism, which is not healthy. We all have it, unfortunately, one way or the other. But it can be controlled and definitely kept under wraps. Some people, unfortunately, they're so damaged they can't control it. And of course, that's where you get a narcissist from. And that just causes all kinds of problems. But it can be dealt with. The thing which cannot be dealt with really or successfully unless there's some serious intervention, of course, would be sociopathy and psychopathy. Not psychosis, but a psychopathic nature. That right there is almost like the absence of a soul. I'm not going to say that is. I'm no medic. I'm no spiritualist or anything like that. So that's just my own very limited opinion. Leave it at that. Take what I say with a grain of salt on that. But aggression is the counter balance to compassion and empathy and love. We are supposed to have these things. Not just in the book. It's in our society. If you don't have that, you're not going to function very well. Let's leave it at this: you might function very well. A lot of the people in power have those qualities, the negative ones. But in the end, what's gonna says in the book, what is it worth gaining the world and losing what's in you, your soul? That right there is some dangerous shit, man. You better really think on that. But as I said, aggression itself can lead you straight down to that path, but it can also be a saving grace. It's really weird how it works, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there and just let you guys try to think for yourself. That's really what I'm trying to do. I simply offer insights and pretty much just entertain people on YouTube. But at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a little news of what's coming out. I'm going to be putting out one called About the Bogart. I've already had it made. It's been made for a while, but it's just a matter of putting it out. Also, I'm going to be releasing a story very soon. Very soon. It's going to be very different than the stuff I've done before. There ain't going to be any special effects or anything like that. It's just going to be me narrating. It's kind of a continuation of both Unforgiven and Werewolf Hunter. It's going to have, like I said, a few more. Believe me, you'll know the references when you hear the story. It's going to be very, very, I think, entertaining. I had a blast making it. Also, I'm the producer for Dark Waters Entertainment. If you've had an encounter, cryptid sighting, or need help with something, hit me up at westvic at iamdarkwaters.com. You guys will be blessed and you be safe.